Alright guys, so should you buy RTX 3080 in 2024? So I've got this 3D RTX 3080 on me. Okay, I'm holding the box upside down. So there it is. So this is the GPU. I hope you guys can see it. So this is, I think, the most basic RTX 3080 I've ever seen. So I'll be testing it out in this video and tell you if it's really worth it. What is the performance? What do you expect from a GPU like this that was once a beast? So yeah, let's test it out and see if it's worthy of 2024, and should you buy it in 2024? We're gonna answer that as well. So let's get right into it. Alright, so the first game I'm testing is Cyberpunk 2077, and that is on the latest update, that is the Phantom Liberty. And first, let's see how it's gonna perform in 1080p on maximum settings, that is the Ray Tracing Ultra. And trust me, Ray Tracing Ultra is so demanding. So even on 3080 I'm getting about 60 to 70 frames, you guys can see on the screen right now. And by the way, my processor is bottlenecking since I'm using Ryzen 9 3900X. So if you have a better processor, this GPU is gonna perform like maybe 20-30% better. So just get the idea. Okay, so I'm getting roughly around like 60 FPS, and the game feels real smooth, by the way. And graphics are all maxed out. So let's see with the DLSS. I'm gonna go to performance DLSS, and I have tested it. Let's just go to quality. I have tested it and it does not make much difference since my processor is weak for this GPU, that is the RTX 3080. So you see, I'm still getting the same performance. Sometimes I'm getting lower FPS, like, you know, in 40s and 50s, but yeah, it is still playable. The game feels super smooth, and again, the processor is bottlenecking, and I'm pretty sure any processor like 5000 series, even 5600, is gonna perform a lot better. So let's go to performance in DLSS and see. Yeah, it just makes no sense because the processor is not that powerful. So let's just go to the custom settings, and I'm just gonna change a little bit. Ray tracing override. Now we're not gonna do that. Maybe we should try it, I'm not quite sure, but you guys will get the idea of the performance if I change all of these settings. So let's try it for once. So let's try it on 1440p, and I believe we're still gonna get the same performance, and the settings are on Ray Tracing Ultra. Everything is maxed out, by the way. So yeah, we are getting it is playable, to be honest. You know, it does not feel as 50 frames per second. I can tell you guys that because the game feels so smooth and there is no stutter whatsoever. And again, if you have a better processor than Ryzen 9 3900X, you will be getting more than 60 FPS easily on 1440p maxed out settings with the RTX 3080 in Cyberpunk. And again, Cyberpunk is a really demanding game. You guys should know that, because it's like, I don't know, the game even looks so good, but performance wise, I don't think so it's that much optimized. Let's say 4K. Okay, I can barely see the text, by the way, on top. So on 4K we are still getting somewhere around 40 frames per second. I think that is still playable. Maxed out settings on Cyberpunk 2020. And by the way, DLSS is on auto, it's not even on performance. We are still getting 40 frames per second. So like I said, the processor is bottlenecking, so I can't help you guys with that, but you guys get the idea of how it's going to perform in 2024. So let's change the game and let's go to some older games that is not that much demanding. I would say that is the GTA 5. So now on GTA 5 we are on maxed out settings on 1080p. Even the population density is on max, and Nvidia PC SS is also enabled. And I don't like these settings, but I'm still gonna enable the long shadows, and rest of things I'm just gonna leave it as it is, because I personally think these settings just makes no difference. You guys won't even notice anything about that. So 1080p maxed out ultra settings, GTA 5 with RTX 3080. So let's see how it's gonna perform. So we're getting about like 120 FPS. That is pretty good actually. And again, it's a processor bottlenecking, I'm pretty sure, because GTA is kind of a processor side game. Like, you know, it needs a good processor apart from the GPU. But yeah, and I was getting same performance with the RTX 3070, but still I was using the Ryzen 9 3900X, so that makes no sense. So let's say 1440p. Let's see how it's gonna perform. I'm expecting some dips on the FPS side because 1440p it's like double the resolution of 1080p. So yeah, we are getting about like 95 frames per second. Yeah, it's somewhere around higher side of the 90s, so it's 95, 97, and I think if we lower the population density, we might get more than 100 frames per second. And remember that if you have Ryzen 5000 series processor, or even like i7, like the 13th gen, you guys will be getting a lot of frames. And I wish I had a better processor, but I can't buy it yet because of my budget, to be honest. So yeah, let's see 4K, and again I can't see the text. Hold on, no, 800p. 800p will be really bad. 1440p now. We have to go. Okay, there you go. 4K maxed out GTA 5 with the RTX 3080, and I can't believe it's only using 7 gigs of VRAM. So any GPU with 8 gigs of VRAM will work. So yeah, you guys can see the performance. It is so playable, maxed out 4K, and I would say this GPU is capable of 4K gaming still in 2024. And if you guys gonna buy this, and I bought this one, the one I'm using, it's the Inno 3D, and that one costed me about $380. So if you find a good deal, go get it. It is really worth buying RTX 3080 in 2024 because it's gonna be really cheap and you guys can enjoy games on 4K. And if you have 1440p monitor, you guys will be in for the treat. So yeah, this is how it's gonna perform, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.